Let's be clear. What you're about to hear is pure, glorious speculation. This is a thought experiment. In a black site lab, hidden from the world, scientists didn't just bend the laws of nature. They snapped them in half. They created a living weapon, an anaconda, but amplified to a size and power that's pure science fiction. But their creation was a little too perfect. It escaped its high-tech cage and slithered into a world it was never meant to see. There it met the one predator it could never have imagined, a Tyrannosaurus Rex, a ghost from a lost age brought back to life in the facility's huge biodome. So, what happens when an unstoppable force of constriction meets an immovable object of prehistoric power? Let's break it down. First up, our challenger, the bioengineered Anaconda. Now, this isn't the snake you'd find in the wild. We're talking about a lab-grown monster stretched to over 60 feet and weighing an impossible 8 tons. For perspective, the largest real anacondas top out around 26 feet and maybe 500 pounds. So yeah, this thing is pure fantasy. Its scales are reinforced with subdermal plating. It doesn't have venomous fangs, but it does have rows of sharp, backward-pointing teeth designed for one thing: to grip and never let go. A normal anaconda kills by squeezing so hard it shuts down its victim's circulatory system in seconds. This monster does the same, but its embrace is like being crushed by an industrial press. Its only goal is to find the biggest thing it can and see if it can be swallowed. And in the other corner, the undisputed king, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Standing around 13 feet tall at the hips and weighing up to 9 tons, the T-Rex is the very definition of an apex predator. It's a walking fortress of muscle and bone, built for one purpose: total domination. Its greatest weapon is that legendary bite. A jaw capable of delivering a bone-shattering 35,000 to 57,000 newtons of force, enough to puncture steel. For about 2 million years at the end of the Cretaceous period, its reign was absolute. Even reborn 66 million years later, it knows no equal. Here's the setup. The battleground is the facility's biodome, a massive artificial slice of Cretaceous jungle with a deep, murky river. The escaped anaconda, impossibly huge, has claimed the river as its domain. It glides through the dark water, a silent, colossal shadow. Up on the jungle floor, the T-Rex is on patrol. It is the master of this land and has no idea that a new, impossible predator is lurking just beneath the surface, waiting for the perfect moment. Driven by thirst, the T-Rex lowers its massive head to the river's edge. Big mistake. In a violent explosion of water and rage, the anaconda strikes. Its teeth sink into the T-Rex's leg. The dinosaur roars in shock and pain, but the attack has just begun. Before the T-Rex can even process what's happening, the snake's immense body erupts from the river, coiling around the dinosaur's torso with terrifying speed. The struggle is titanic. The T-Rex, a 9-ton engine of destruction, thrashes wildly. But the anaconda's grip is absolute. The 8-ton serpent uses the water for leverage, trying to drag the king into the depths where its power means less and less. The snake's goal is pure: overwhelming pressure, a squeeze designed to make even the strongest heart just give out. For the first time in its life, the T-Rex feels panic. Its vision blurs as the immense coils cut off blood to its brain. Its mighty roars become strained gasps. It's losing. Sensing victory, the anaconda adjusts its grip, preparing for the final, crushing squeeze. But in its monstrous ambition, the snake gets sloppy. To get a better hold, it shifts one of its coils, and for less than a second, its head is exposed near the T-Rex's shoulder. Through a haze of pain and oxygen debt, the T-Rex sees its opening. With the last of its strength, it twists its colossal neck. It's an awkward, desperate move, but its jaws find their mark. The sound isn't a bite, it's a sickening implosion. Bone, scale, and muscle shatter under the full, concentrated force of the Tyrannosaur's jaws. The snake's huge body convulses once. Then instantly the pressure is gone. Coils go limp. Sliding off the dinosaur's frame and sinking into the murky water, the victor, battered but alive, is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let's be honest. The anaconda's plan was brilliant. It used its environment perfectly, launching a devastating ambush that nearly worked. The sheer genetically engineered power of its constriction was almost enough to defeat the king. Almost. But the anaconda's fatal flaw was its arrogance. It tried to swallow a creature that was, itself, the ultimate weapon. It underestimated the raw, desperate power of a cornered T-Rex and the catastrophic finality of its bite. In the end, the challenger's ambition was no match for the king's crown. But that's just our take. Do you think a serpent that massive could have won the fight? And what creature should this bioengineered terror face next? And let us know your thoughts in the comments below.